Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today is Sunday. I just came back from an amazing trip I had in Austria. You will know more about it in detail in my coming vlogs, but in short, I was out on an official YouTube project. So that was my first official YouTube project, or a project that I actually had via YouTube. And I was in Austria to cover this event. And I must say that before I agreed to it and I finalized and I went to this trip, and also when I was in Austria, I was very, very nervous. I was extremely worried. How will things work out? Did I make the right decision to say yes and come here and do it? But once the event was over, I was super excited. I was like very satisfied. It did not only give me a feeling of satisfaction, but I could see that my hobby that I started years ago to promote education and try to communicate with students around the world and try to help them in one way or the other is taking its good form. But at the same time, people are recognizing it and I can do more with respect to it. So now I'm home, and this video is going to be more or less like a Sunday evening routine where I will share with you guys what do I do on Sunday evenings. And as you can imagine, as most of you must have already imagined, that I'm mostly lazy. I just end up watching a movie or two, or 2-3 episodes of a series, washing clothes and drying clothes and putting the dried clothes back in my almirah. This evening is going to be a bit more interesting than my regular Sunday evenings because I woke up early, I accomplished a lot. I just shot a video, I have to edit that. I have to also edit the video that I told you right now, the YouTube project, and then I have to do kind of washing clothes. So if you're interested in knowing what I do on Sundays, usually on a daily basis, then that's the video for you. As I told you guys, I usually am just ending up washing clothes, and that's what I'm doing right now. You see here, it's running. 14 minutes left until this thing is done. I have this candle on my table that I absolutely love. I just love, first of all, that there is a candle lit somewhere where I'm sitting, and second, if it's aroma or some fragrance candle, then it just makes my day. I now plan to sit on my desk, which is kind of clear, so clean, but not very clean. So I will clean it before I sit here and start editing my video. My table is now clean. I have my candle burning right there. I have my to-do list. That's my Leo magazine. I usually don't use both the screens at the same time. Usually that's my main screen. I have my phone, a tiny tripod, and a diary where I write my essential things. I am a lover of Ubuntu, but I have a Bing page as a default home page whenever I log into my Mozilla Firefox, because it has every day a new background picture, and most of the times it's related to nature, like animals, plants, or some geographic location. And I each day get to know something new. I mean, I don't really remember each time what I actually saw. But for example, right now it's a picture of Caribou Herde im Kobuk Valley National Park, Alaska. So amazing, huh? And then of course my second page that I visit is always my channels page, because I'm always excited to know how many subscribers I gained and what is the number of my YouTube video views and so on. So my last video that I recently uploaded was my Costa Rica traveling vlog, part 3. And I realized that that is the video that has by far from all the videos done really well in assembling or gathering the views in gathering the views in last 72 hours or something. So it's pretty fast. I'm wondering what is so special in it. I mean, for me, everything that I post is special, but sometimes you don't know that what people or what viewers find special in some video. I'm always interested in knowing what other people find interesting in my videos. So can you tell me what you find interesting in my video in the comments? I will be really glad to know, because that would satisfy my soul actually. By the way, guys, I have found this very good trick. So there is this company called True Fruits. This video is not sponsored by this company, but I'm just telling you from my personal experience that there is this company True Fruits that makes fruit smoothies and also sometimes like vegetable smoothies in such big glass bottles or tiny glass bottles, and their smoothies are literally 100% fruits with no additional sugar. And to be very honest, their smoothie is by far the best smoothie I have ever tried in Germany. So if you are a smoothie fan, or you want to actually consume fruits, and you're not a type who would go to a supermarket, buy and cut and eat, you should try smoothies from this company. The good thing is that their bottles are glass bottles, so you do not consume or produce plastic waste. And second thing that I really find beneficial is that once I have a smoothie and I finish the bottle, I wash the bottle and I use it to drink water. And what I also do sometimes to make my water interesting to drink, in general, I'm like a water person, I drink often water. What I do is I put a spoon of chia seeds in it, because chia seeds are very rich in iron, magnesium, calcium and other things, and fibers too. So I put chia seeds, and sometimes if it's like I want some flavor, I also chop some like slices of lemon into it. So like you have a very nice bottle, you have water that you're drinking 750 ml, you can have a count of how many liters of water you drank, and at the same time I consume something healthy. So it's a very good trick. I mean, like, it helped me a lot hydrating myself and keeping a track of how much I'm drinking, and at the same time consuming some healthy stuff. So try that out. My clothes look done. I have to now dry this pile of clothes. So the clothes are now finished, and I am slightly hungry right now. Here in Germany, I'm a big fan of this brand, Pink Lady Apple. This is again not sponsored. I just love them because their apples are actually very consistent hard, like a good bite, bis hard. I don't know how to say that in English. They're like good amount of hard, good amount of juicy, good amount of sweet and sour. So there's a balance between everything. So I like this apple very much, and I often buy like each week 6 to 7 apples, because most of the times I consume 1 apple a day to keep the doctor away. I'm a big Ruafza fan, and I love to enjoy and drink Ruafza in summers, but where I live I don't get Ruafza, not even in Asian shops. I've at least never seen. So a friend of mine recently got me a Ruafza bottle, and since then I'm loving it. For the dinner, I plan to make poha. I'm a very simple person, and that's why I like to make very simple poha, which means kanda poha that has only onion as a vegetable in it. I have already spring onions. I am using spring onions here. The portion might look big, like maybe for 2 people, but I'm doing it because I often eat poha 2 times, once in the evening and maybe once before sleeping if I'm really hungry. I often cook my food in olive oil, and this time I am having this company's olive oil. To spice the poha up, I'm using mustard seeds, some linseed seeds, some curry leaves, some curry powder and simple salt. I use these lentils because they make poha a little bit like crunchy if you're eating it. Once things are mixed, I just put my onions in it, let them get cooked a little bit. Finally, when they're cooked, I add my poha, I mix it. I also at the same time close the gas because the gas I have stays hot for a longer period of time. In the very end, I would like to always add some peanuts and some kishmish, that is raisins, in it because it makes poha not only tastier but also healthier. So guys, this poha is going to be my dinner. I really love eating poha. My mother though makes much more better and tastier poha than me, but somehow sometimes I just want like onion poha, which is also called kanda poha. As you must have seen already, I changed because it's pretty cold. It's like outside 18 degrees and I switched my dress to a pajama t-shirt and like an upper. And by the way, this upper is like very special for me because it's not what I bought, it's from a friend of mine, and it's very special because one, I wanted to buy such a thing since long, and two, because it's from a very close friend of mine and she lives a little bit far away from me. I don't get to see her so often, and each time I wear this I am reminded of her, and that's why I feel like I'm like pretty connected to her and I'm like still close to her. I mean, I am still close to her, but like physically, you know, so yeah. This was my generic Sunday evening routine that I do. If you're wondering if it's really evening and why am I eating dinner when it's still shiny, like bright outside, then I must tell you, hallelujah, I live in Germany, and especially in summers, it stays this bright until like 9:45 sometimes, and you feel like, oh, the night hasn't started yet, but I still have to finish my dinner and do my necessary stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, press a thumbs up. You can comment below if you have questions or some improvements for what I can do better on my Sunday evenings. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go subscribe now and do not forget to press the bell icon. Much love.